complex life has existed on Earth for over 800 million years. Yet in all that time, we are the only intelligent species to evolve, to invent writing, art and mathematics, to build machines. What if we were not the first? What if some other intelligent creatures came and went without leaving any traces of their existence?
Well, with all due respect to Professor Ferbin, this is a nonsense argument. There is no shred of proof that this could have happened. How could they leave no trace? We would have found fossils, artifacts, moon landing sites indeed.
Fossilization is a haphazard process. There are probably whole swathes of species that have vanished without leaving any record of their time on Earth. As for artifacts, perhaps we simply don't recognize them for what they are. Maybe metals and plastics simply don't fossilize.
This clever dinosaur argument is just ridiculous. Professor Ferbin should leave this to professional paleontologists. It's not the parlour game.
Oh, what? I'm practising biology without a licence, am I? Let me tell you, Missy, I was designing and building biological neural net computers before you were out of nappies.
That was Thought for the Day with Professor S. Ferbin and Professor L. Hamburger. And now, at 6:50 Zulu, it's time for the Solar System shipping forecast.
Captain, is it that toilet again? No, there's a strong magnetic reading in the Zweilicht Canyon. What? There's a strong magnetic... Yes, I heard you say that. What does it mean? Well, it's probably a nickel-iron meteorite, possibly of trace metals. In this region, that's often gold, silver, platinum, uranium. You've woken me up just for that, if it's anything like last time. Yes, well, the field is very strong. It's well over 450 microtesla. Whatever it is, it's big. Suppose you want us to land on the bloody thing. Well, all right, we'll take a look at it sometime tomorrow, perhaps. Well, I'm afraid not, Captain. The object is at the bottom of a canyon, and it's only going to be in daylight for a few more hours. All right, we'll look at it again next week when the sun comes up again. But somebody else might have found it by then. The Bellin base is only 200 clicks away. Well, all right, we'll go down and have a look at it now. What time is it? 07:15 Ganymede time, Captain. Okay, get everybody assembled on the bridge with crash landing pressure suits. I don't want any more cock-ups like last time. Oh, and get the cook to sort out some proper breakfast. I could do with some sausages and gravity for a change. Consider the crew of the Germanian space vessel Tigro, a battered old ship sent from Earth to survey Jupiter's largest moon, Ganymede. Captain Gerbolt and her ill-assorted and fractious crew are about to make a discovery so profound that the senior geologist will need to go and get a new pair of pants. A find so startling that it will cause them to doubt everything they thought they knew about the past. The crew are about to make a hazardous descent into the Zweilicht Zone. Captain, what's going on? Is it that toilet again? No, Hamratson's found some deposit or other on the surface. Oh. Do we really have to wear these ridiculous pressure suits? Yes, West Gerb base says there's a rogue teapot that might insect our transitional descent orbit. It could puncture the hull. Ah, the teapots. I was forgetting the teapots. RCS main engines and reactor are at full readiness, Captain. Excellent. Let's get this job done like the professional Air Force crew that we are. Right, we need a 0.1 G burn for a minute, then we go for a deorbit deceleration down to the target. We should be on the ground within about 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours? The site might be in darkness by then. Can't we speed it up a bit? Well, hardly. Even with a new elliptical orbit, it's still going to take 3 hours for a revolution of Ganymede. Dropping the speed down from 1900 meters a second down to 0 with a deorbital delta V of around 2.5 and a gravitational field strength of 1.4 G. and a burn time of about 12 minutes, it has to take 2.5 hours. It's very simple, it's not rocket science, you know. Well, alright it is then. What's the landing site look like? Oh, hang on a minute. Eesh, that looks nasty. Why do we have to land there? It's graben activity. Vertical movement of the ice crust throws up odds and ends to the surface. You never get metallic or heavier materials rising on flat plains. If you say so, I'll leave all the geology stuff to you. Ganimology? Whatever. Mr. Ratby, bring the ship about. Aye aye, Captain. This is the GSV Tigro to Westjer Base. Request permission to investigate geological anomaly at 46 degrees, 21 minutes, 18 seconds north, 73 degrees, 48 minutes, 10 seconds west, ETA 1000 GM. This is Westjer Base. I'm sorry, all our operatives are busy at the moment. If you'd like to leave your name and spaceship registration number after the tone, we will have one of our trained operatives call you back as soon as we can. This radio transmission may be recorded for training purposes. Bloody typical. Get a message off to Mission Control on Earth. We're going down. Right, engine start sequence. Safety circuit breakers 1 through 4 engaged. Safety circuit breakers 1 through 4 engaged, Captain. Master engine arming circuit engaged. Master engine arming circuit engaged. Liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen pumps primed. LOX-8 pumps primed. Electrical. Reactor and neutron batteries running at 80%. Hydrolysis to on, set at 20%, automatic switch to full. Check the magnetic alignment. Lights, landing lights on. Okay, we're going for landing orbit insertion. Better get the washing in. Retracting. Sound gravity alarm. Initiate engine ignition sequence. Starting ignition. Try the computerized ignition start procedure. Okay. Arm the emergency backup system. Flight systems nominal, automatic orbit insertion mode engaged, engine shutdown in 3, 2, 1, shutdown. Aha! Here's the cause of the ignition problem. It must have drifted into the wiring. Oh, I wondered what had happened to that. We're coming up on that deorbit burn. Okay, engine start sequence. Arming switch to on. Engine arming switch on. Set time, date and channel. What? Oh, hang on, these are the video recorder instructions. Start the engines anyway. Okay. Engine set to fire, Captain. Sound gravity alarm. We are go for ignition. We've got a main bus A undervolt. We've got a what? It's the primary electrical power circuit. We're losing power. Check the reactor. Reactor's normal. Neutron batteries are at full power. The problem's somewhere else. Oh no, now we've got a bus B undervolt. What's happening? Well, it's a triple redundant system. All three systems can't fail at once. Oh, that's just bloody great. Now what do we do? Look out! Ow! Wait a minute, I've got an idea. It's an old ship, it just needed another sixpence in the meter. Right, how are we doing on the descent profile? Okay, I've adjusted the ignition initiator for the power loss. Mr. Pausley, stand by on manual override and fly-by-wire mode controls on reaction control system. Okay, Mr. Ratby, you have the con. Right. Gravity alarm. On the automatic engine start system. ESS armed. Okay, we are go for automatic powered descent initiation. Roger. Auto PDI in 3, 2, 1. Commence roll program. Roll program engaged. Automatic descent profile running. Engines to 80%. Landing radar on. Descent profile nominal. Gear down. Landing gear running. Okay, landing checklist. Landing gear flotation system. We can't land if only 3 floats will topple over. We've had trouble with pad 3, it was damaged 2 weeks ago. They didn't have any spares, so I had to improvise. Can you fix it? I think I know what's wrong with it. I just need to make a minor adjustment. Okay, landing gear coolant to standby. Landing gear coolant to standby. Captain, I've got an unidentified object on the radar. Seems to be closing fast. What is it? I don't know. It's small, strong radio echo, probably metallic, closing at orbital speed starboard midships. Oh no, it's the teapots, it's the teapots! It's been drawn in by the magnetic shielding. We need to reverse the polarity of the shields. We can't, we'll be flooded with radiation. Quick, disengage the automatic descent program. It's right on top of us! Oh crap, brace for impact! Hold the number 2 oxygen tank. Quick, open the cross feeds and drain it. Right, we're losing helium on the number 3 tank. Okay, close the valves. Number 2 tank, let's dry it. Ratby, have you got the ship under control? I think so. You think so? There's a spurious control signal coming from somewhere. I think I've got it. Oh no, what's it done that for? What's going on there? I'm losing attitude control for the RCS. The manual control's not working. That's impossible. Ratby, the ground's coming up quite fast. I'm well aware of that. The bastard ship's not answering the helm. The best I can do is use the engine throttles and steer the ship that way. We're running out of forward velocity. Have we got enough fuel to abort to orbit? Not with that hole in the number 2 tank. Oh, that's just great. We're committed to land, but we can't point the ship in any useful direction. Wait a minute, I've got an idea. What's your autopilot status indicator reading? Reads off. That's strange. The automatic terminal guidance computer's still running. Terminal guidance? Control cables must have been damaged in the explosion. Turn it off. What's the matter with the damn thing? Pausley, you've got to get that system offline or we're all dead. I'm trying, Captain, but I can't get a lock. I can't hold it in anymore. This is no time for a toilet stop. No, the ship. Okay. Terminal guidance program terminated. Probably permanent if we can't find all the springs. Okay, got it. RCS on fly-by-wire mode, back online. Bloody hell, that was close. Hamratson, have you got a radar and ILS lock on the target site yet? My monitor's broken, but I'm looking out of the window instead. It's in that large crevasse. I see it. Forward velocity 0, vertical velocity 20 meters per second and stabilizing. Rolling right, 300 meters. It's going to be a tight squeeze. Stand by. What the? All crew to landing positions, doors to manual and cross-check. What does that mean? Blowed if I know, it's on the checklist, we always say it. 12 alarm. Roger, 12:02 alarm. Turn that alarm clock off. Who set it to 12 o'clock anyway? Landing ground is kicking up a little, miss. No sign of a problem yet. 20 meters. Landing site looking good. Looks stable. Throttling up 3%. Down 5 meters. Check the sink rate. Sink rate okay. Check the ice ionization dispersal system. Nominal. Ice breakup nominal. We go for splashdown. Roger, go for splashdown. 3 meters. 2 meters. Throttling up a tad. 1 meter. Contact light. Roger, contact light. Throttling down 2%. 0 sink rate. Okay, RCS to stable float mode, shut them down. Engine shutdown, RCS to SFM, emergency abort mode armed. Okay, it's going to be a bit wobbly for a while until the ice refreezes. Hope everybody took their seasick pills. Whoa! Mr. Pawsley, what's the weather forecast? Radiation is nominal. Check your exposure meters. I'll advise if the level changes. Right, keep an eye on the magnetic flux between Jupiter and Io as well. The signal seems to be coming from the northeast. Didn't see anything odd on the way down. Must be part buried in the ice. Seems to be coming from up there somewhere. Well then, just time for a bracing walk at minus 150 degrees below zero. Interesting. This ice is old. Whatever it is, it's been here a long time. Colour's quite dark. Looks like it was exposed to cosmic... It's a vacuum. Still fascinating. I don't think anyone's ever explored this region. Look at the ice strata. There's evidence of a freeze-thaw shattering there. What on earth, Ganymede, would have caused that at these low temperatures? Look at this. This looks like it's been melted and frozen again. It's almost as if it had been... No, it can't be. It's impossible. It can't be. It's a spaceship. Yes, but it's impossible. It shouldn't be here. Well, it's probably a relic from the last century, a forgotten Maxellian or Fluanian mission. No, that's impossible. Look at the ice strata. It's been buried under layers and layers of new ice formation. You see that brown layer above the strata? Yes. That's a layer of rust that appears on all the innermost planets. No one knows how it got there, but we know it's 230 million years old. You're not seriously trying to tell me that thing is 230 million years old? Probably older. That's ridiculous. How could it possibly be that old? That's just balmy. It must have crashed through these ice strata of yours. Afraid not. Ice at these temperatures behaves like granite. It would have vaporized as soon as it hit the ground if it had enough energy to bury itself this deeply. Well, it must be some sort of hoax. Perhaps the Bullanders are pulling our leg. It would have taken weeks to bury it. There's no sign of melting. This ice accumulated very slowly on top of this. If someone had put this here, we would have seen signs of activity. In any case, why bother? It was only an accident. We found it anyway. Mr. Pawsley, it's only a light scattering of minerals. We're just going to take some samples and then we're heading back. Roger, Captain. Hardly worth the bother then. What? But this is the discovery of the century.
Well, possibly. Well, fewer people know about it over an open radio channel, the better. Switch your comm switch to local. Looks like we get in here. It's fantastic. It looks like it was a low-speed impact. We've always imagined contact with aliens for centuries. Who would have thought it would be us? Wouldn't get your hopes up. Oh no! What? It's the sun! We're losing the sun! I said this would happen. So, we've got torches. Well, it just makes things more difficult, and it's... well, what? Sort of... creepy. Nonsense, you said it's been dead for millions of years. Let's go and have a look at this thing, whatever it is. It's very dark, there's a lot of ice, there's more damage than we thought. Interesting design. Whoever put this here, they've been quite imaginative. Wait, what was that? Where? It's creepy in here. I feel like there's something in here with us. Probably the practical joke of the century. Can't quite see what that is. The lights just bounce around off the ice. Like a fairground hall of mirrors. Can't quite see that. I think there's something in there. I can see something, but what is it? It's a life form. Organic life. What the hell's that? I think it's some sort of primate. Wait, a primate? You mean like a monkey? Yes, a monkey. What's it doing here? Damned if I know. Maybe it was some sort of experimental animal. I don't think so. All the big primates became extinct 230 million years ago. I don't know why. I think we've just found a perfectly preserved fossil. Why is it wearing a uniform? The control system looks too complex for an animal. This is just mad. It looks like it was actually flying the ship. Not that well, obviously. It crashed. It's impossible. These creatures must have evolved intelligence and space travel when our ancestors were only tiny four-legged things. Oh, this is just absurd. Those Bellanders are going to be falling about with laughter. You've swallowed it hook, line and sinker. Suppose these monkeys had cities and cars and mortgages. You'll be telling me next that our ancestors were crawling around in their sewers. The whole idea is just ridiculous. Here rests the last human. The last member of a species that thought it was the pinnacle of evolution. The death of their civilization had torn the moon apart. Their monuments and rusting machines had turned to dust and scattered across the sky. Everything they thought they knew about the future was wrong. They little imagined that the vermin that scurried beneath their feet were heading straight for the Zweilicht Zone.